Anybody there?
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here too.
We're frozen.
I don't think we live yet.
Oh man, the devil is a lie.
It says we're on the air, but we're frozen.
Oh yeah, we are frozen.
Ladybird. Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Maybe she went out for a
boy.
second and she gonna come back in.
Didn't she say it's raining there?
No, she said it's not.
Oh,
She went out for a second. She gonna come back in.
Sharon, Sharon says she can't unmute right now. Is she on the bus? Oh, there she. We can't hear you. Oh, are we live?
We are live.
I'm unmuted. Oh my God.
Okay, now we hear you. Now we hear you. Hey.
Wait. Hold on. Wait.
I don't see me. Hold on, y'all.
We having technical difficulties tonight, but we
right.
hear
That's
y'all.
okay. You're still going
All
on.
right, we here. We here.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Thank you guys for bearing with us through our technical difficulties, but we here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on, child. This thing here, it was just shaking and shivering. I couldn't unmute. I couldn't do nothing.
Well, we here.
Oh goodness.
Stream is acting.
Where everybody else went? Sharon gone, Sunny gone. There goes Sunny. Man, I don't know.
Well, we here.
Hey, Sunny.
There goes Sunny.
I'm back.
Sharon probably gonna try to come back too.
We here now.
Y'all. Look good. I'm glad this is like Fun Friday, and this is not a structured week.
Right.
Man,
I'm
if
telling
this
you,
was a structured week right now, we be going through it.
Listen,
we would be all off you.
It's because I keep saying them prayers. He gets mad every time I say them prayer. He get mad.
Oh yeah, you know he does.
Man,
that's why I'm gonna keep on praying.
Yeah, because I'm like, what's going on, child? And now look, it's just fine now. Not an issue in sight. Look at it.
That's all right.
Just had to give me the business because I want.
It's okay.
Because I can hear y'all, but I couldn't do nothing. But yeah, so Monday. So if you're tuning in right now, this is our fun week. We don't have any set topics. We're just kind of randomly talking about some stuff tonight. Yeah. Monday we were talking about childhood, growing up in a Black household. The struggle was real, man. The struggle was real. It was real, you know. But we here. If it was, look, we survived, even though we died about 3-4 times as a kid. We still
right. I told you I'm missing 2. I may be 61, but I'm missing 2 decades out of my life.
Got some lifelong bruises that we ain't gonna never
get rid of. 20 years, just a whole 20 years, just
right.
out of.
Yeah, because I died at least 20 times as a child. Don't you all miss the books in the background?
You got a couple of things kind of. I know. I miss the books too. I do.
Yeah,
I miss the books. Girl, hush. I'm about to throw this dog outside, man.
Don't do that. Animal cruelty. So
no, it's the backyard. She's safe.
Oh, okay. So tonight we was gonna talk about what's the worst date that you've ever been on. Like that one date that every time you just think about it, The hairs on your arm just stand up.
Oh, I got one.
Go,
Lord,
Renee.
let me think. Okay, because I haven't shared this on my personal page, and I'm glad because this person is my friend on Facebook, and they don't even
Lord.
pay attention to this. It's good. Because if I tell this story, they wait. Is she talking about me? I went on this date, right? It was so one met this person, and my uncle got sick one time. He was in the hospital, and he worked at security at the hospital. So I'm waiting outside the emergency room. This person sitting there. We just communicating back and forth. Nothing like date or attraction or none of that. We were just having a casual conversation, and we was friends, and we had been friends first before we ever went out and like had a dinner or a date or anything. And so one day he just asked me, he was like, "Can I take you on a date?" And you know what I'm saying? I like to eat Atari, so I don't turn down food. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I'll go. And so we go to eat first. We go to this wing, we eat or whatever. And all this, and then the first thing that annoyed me was he talks loud, like when you should be having an intimate conversation, everybody around us could hear what he's saying, and it's supposed to just be a conversation between us. So his voice projected real loud, right? So that was the first thing that started annoying me. Then we went to the movies afterward. And so we were in the movies, and I forgot what movie we went to see. But as we were sitting in the movie, he leaned over and he whispered something to me. And when he whispered, I damn near passed the hell out because that man breath was kicking. And the food, like, okay, you know how a breath smell from somebody eating, right? We was eating barbecue chicken. I ain't smelled no chicken. I smelled pure shit. That's what I smelled. Okay.
Wow.
Halitosis.
That's what I smelled. Yes. And so when he did that, I kind of just kept my distance. The rest of time, like, Lord, don't let him whisper to me again. I don't want to smell it again. So when we left to go out to the car, because we drove in separate, he didn't pick me up, we met. And when we got out there to the car, we standing there, I'm like, okay, yeah, I had a good time, and I'm getting in the car. And he does like, this is classic movie scene thing. He grabs me and goes in for a kiss. And I kid you not, I leaned so far back, you would have thought I was in the Matrix movie. I swear. I was like, whoa, like, wait a minute, I lean back. And I shocked him that I did. It shocked him that I did that, and he didn't have a reaction. And he kind of just like, he was like, okay, night. I was like, all right. And I hopped up in the car, and I was, oh my God, what the? Like, that was the worst. That was probably the worst experience I ever had, because it was like, it wasn't that he, like, the way he grabbed me, he kind of like grabbed, you know how you grab somebody's face to go in for a kiss? That's what he did. And I jerked back real fast. Nope, I don't want it. I don't want no parts of it. No, thank you.
A heart attack with the stinky breath, that's the worst thing ever. Some bad smelling breath.
Yeah, especially.
And it'd be like, you don't
Girl,
smell your breath.
In the movie theater the whole time with an upset stomach.
Oh no.
My God.
It's like he look Sonny laugh. It's almost like he probably had like a bad tooth or something. And it had to be. All I know is, yeah, I was not kissing you. No.
Gingivitis make you have really bad breath too, though. Like if you have a really bad case of gingivitis. But again, you know that you got it, because when it's bad like that, you smell it yourself. You know that your breath smells bad.
Wondering, I was like, do he smell breath? Like, dude, he smelling and waiting for
Absolutely.
somebody else and realize it's him. Like,
Or he could
I
have
don't
had it so
know.
long that he don't even
Right, he's
smell it.
immune
Like,
to it. Yeah.
Not immune to it, y'all. I can't.
I would have, because now I'm sitting here like, well, damn, I wonder, I wonder how he dealt with COVID, because ain't no way your ass is up in a mask all day and you don't smell your own breath.
He said you up in the back.
Yeah.
I cannot.
I don't know.
Yo.
I don't know.
Yo.
But that was like the worst for me. I never experienced nothing like that in my life.
Mm.
Who next?
Okay. I guess I'll go next. So, have you ladies ever heard of POF, the dating
Yes.
site?
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of Fish. I say
Yeah.
it stands for Plenty of Fools.
Ooh.
So I met this guy on POF when I lived in Georgia, and we did a meet and greet. We met up at this restaurant, right? So he was already there at the restaurant. I go in and I immediately recognized him. He recognized me. And this man started jumping around, just jumping. Woo, woo. I thought he had Tourette. And he's just jumping the whole time in the restaurant. And I finally said, why do you, is there a medical problem? He's like, no. I've just never met a woman as beautiful. And this was a white guy. I'm into interracial dating, by the way. Anyway, he said, I've just never met a woman as beautiful as you. And you're just a beautiful black queen.
Yo.
You had him jumping for joy, didn't you?
Everybody in the restaurant
I would have went to the bathroom and left.
So when the server came, the server thought he had Tourette too. So the server was like, sir, if you know, it's okay. I'm not you take your order. He's like, no, I'm just with the most beautiful woman. And then he would hop up out of his seat and just like, so I told him I had to go to the bathroom.
Out of there. You was gone.
I left. So an hour and a half later, he calls my phone and he says, are you still in the bathroom?
Block. That's your best bet. Block. Right there on the phone.
I said, are you still sitting
Yo,
there?
he did not sit there all that time. Oh my
You
God.
thought you was still in the
Yes.
bathroom. I guess he said she couldn't have left.
Yes.
He probably was sitting
And you know, this was
there
before,
like, I know she ain't leave. She's still
this
in the
was
bathroom.
before you could block people. You know, back then cell phones didn't have the block option.
Oh.
I said, are you still sitting there? He's like, yeah, I've even ordered for you.
Oh no, baby. Oh no, baby.
Hence why he's single.
You might well go and take that to go,
And he's
sir.
probably the sweet. And you know what the crazy thing is?
Doggy bag.
He's probably the sweetest person ever, but he just can't control his emotions.
Yeah. I was
Wow.
like, oh no.
I am lying. Like that's hilarious.
Yeah.
All
I want to
right,
know
Sonny.
Dawn's. Oh, you passing off to me? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So this what I came up with. I was thinking about. I'm like, what was like the worst day? And honestly, I haven't had too many bad days. But I went on a date with this dude. We had met like at the club one night. That never go well. Met at the club one night on Halloween. Got his number. Hit me up sometime later. And he was like, he kind of stayed out the way like an hour and a half, hour or something like that. And I was like, well, you got to come out here. I'm not driving out there. So he's like, okay, what you trying to do? Da da da. I'm like, let's go to the movies. Go to the movies. I don't even remember what we seen. We go to the movies. I go to a specific type of movie. I like to go to movies that you eat inside. I don't know about y'all, but like, I need to get a little food on this app. If you gonna call this a day, I need some food with that. So I go to movies. We get there. I'm telling him, I'm like, okay, well, let's get some popcorn and do we order the food? Where do we order the food at? Blase, blase. And he was like, oh, I think we go to concession stand. I'm like, okay. He wasn't really moving though. So I'm like, man, I'm really thirsty. I'm really could use some popcorn. He like, oh, you want me to go get? I'm like, yeah, could you? So as he's finna leave, mind you, this is our first time like hanging out outside of seeing him at the club and like talking every once in a while. As he's finna leave, he literally puts his arm around me and like kind of almost in a chokehold and like try to kiss me, but I like move my mouth a little bit. He kissed me like right here. I'm like, never did this man just kiss me. That's crazy. I'm like, okay. So then he leave. You needed that kiss to go get my food anyway. So he go out there, he come back. He said the concession is closed. Didn't believe him. I'm like, why would it be closed? We're not even the last movie at the theater, so why would it be closed? So I told him I was gonna go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. I checked to see if the concession was closed. They was closed, and I was shocked. I was like, what? So I'm like, okay, well, he's just gonna take me somewhere after we get done or whatever. So we go back in. I go back in. I went to the bathroom. Go back in. This man falls asleep and is snoring on my shoulder. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm like, never. Are you really doing this right now? Never. Are you really doing this right now? So I just let him sleep because clearly the boy tired. But I'm like, this is crazy. So okay, cool. Get out of that. The movie end. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what we finna do? You know, I gotta, I ain't eat all day type thing or whatever. Mind you, I was on the phone with him on FaceTime earlier. He got Wendy's, heard his whole order. So we get out the movies. This man talking about some Wendy's is open. Oh, baby, you're not taking me to Wendy's. We're not going to Wendy's. I'm like, I'm not going to Wendy's. He's like, oh, well, this is open, that's open, like Burger King and this that. I look up Portillo's. I said, let's go to Portillo's. So we go to Portillo's. He's like, I gotta start listening to you more because he was kind of giving me backlash on the movie theater too because he wanted to go to some ranky dank movie theater. I said, I only go to movie theaters that you eat inside. Like specifically, I'm not. He trying to get me pushed back on the movie theater, so he really wasn't trying to take my opinions on things. But in this moment, he was like, oh, I gotta start listening to you more. Da da. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, because I haven't had Portillo's in so long, it's so good. Da da da. I'm like, yeah, we eat, we in the car, we chilling. Now it's time to go home. My favorite part of the night. So I'm like, well, cool. Let's drop me on off, buddy. He driving and he like, yeah, so what you on after this? I'm on my bed after this. What are you talking about? By myself, even. Like, don't get confused. I'm like, I'm gonna go to sleep. He like, mind you, he driving me home and it's not even that far. So he's driving and I know exactly how to get home, obviously. And he like, oh, you don't know no spots out here? What do you mean? Do I know any spots? Like, do you know anywhere we could park? You don't know no spots out here? I'm like, yeah, I know spots out here, but I'm not taking you to them. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I know a couple of spots, but we not going. So he was like, oh, word, da da da. That's how you feel. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm cool. So he's driving and driving and driving. He's just like, oh, well, like, just like, I'm just like, I'm finna go to bed. I'm tired. Da 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 da. I'm not finna do nothing extra. If you want to hang out again, we can. Like, it's past my bedtime. I'm telling him all these things. It's like going right over his head. So you're telling me you don't know no spots? I'm like, just take me home, sir. So he's driving. He take like a turn that I don't recognize to get home. So I'm looking at the GPS like, where is you going? Like, scared me half to death. I ended up getting home or whatever. He didn't really even want me to leave for real. I'm like, okay, whatever. That was essentially the end of the night. But then he called me and he was like, he had called me like a couple days later and he was like, he's like, yeah, I was just checking on you. You know, I want to see you. He's like, you got to come out my way now. I was like, okay, well, what you trying to do? He's like, oh, I just thought we could chill. You come this way. We could just chill and watch some TV. You want me to drive an hour to your house to chill and watch some TV? Sir.
Netflix and chill.
So I said, you on my phone playing. Clearly. He's like, what you mean? He's like, you can't come my way. I'm like, I'm not gonna drive. I said, I told him multiple times, I'm not coming to your house. It's like him and his dad or something. No, that don't sound like a safe situation. So I'm like, no, plus you an hour out. No, I'm cool. I was like, if you want to go out and do something, like you can hit me up when you want to go out and do something. But I'm not finna drive an hour and some change or however far. I don't care if it was 30 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't care. I'm not driving to your house to watch TV with you. Like we haven't even hung out, chilled, nothing outside of that club and that date where you was trying to get some after that. Like what? So yeah, that was probably the worst. And the kiss kind of made me like, I don't know, like, why are you just kissing people? Like that made me feel like you didn't ask, you ain't nothing, you just kissed it. Like I know how Lady Bird feel because you just kissed the people. Luckily his breath wasn't halitosis, but like I think he at least brushed the mugs. But dang, you just kissing people, girl. Yeah, that's me, y'all.
So,
do men do
first
that?
of all, yeah, I don't know. First, I have to be totally honest with y'all. I can't say that I've ever been on a date.
Really?
I mean, not with somebody who actually like took me out, was trying to date me type of thing. Now I've been out with my ex that married to stuff like that, and they paid and all that, but to actually say somebody courted me, dated me, never happened.
Oh,
But
wow.
I do have a horror story. So back in the day, it was this guy I was dealing with, and he seemed to like, how it's that one bad boy you deal with, and he a bad boy, and then plus it's an extra bonus. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, things ain't work out, and it was some red flags, that I probably should have paid attention to, but I didn't, and whatever. And it, we went our separate ways or whatever. And then like about 5 years ago, I'm in my living room. I'm in my living room watching TV, and the news came on. This fool, I guess he was on drugs, and he was dealing with some. I'm 53, so he had to be about the same age as me back then. So that was like maybe 48, whatever, somewhere around there. And he was dating some older woman, like in her late 60s, early 70s. And I guess she didn't give him some money or something. And he beat her to death with a hammer. And I'm like, Jesus. What? I said, oh my God, I dodged the bullet.
Oh,
You dodged the hammer.
Hammer. Like, yo, like that to me is like, I don't have no horror stories as far as like a date, but I got some horror stories of messed with somebody way back in the day, and then you see them now and you be like, what in the hell did I see in them? Or they done beat somebody to death with a hammer, or like, it's just like, oh my God. But yeah, the sad truth is I've never been dated. Like, I've never been courted. Like, if I, back in the day when if I mess up, like it just wasn't. And again, that's why I was saying, like, back in the day, like my level of acceptance of people, I was one of those people, I'm gonna help them change type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, they seem nice and I'm gonna help fix them. And before you know it, they living in your house type of thing. And you like, wait, how did this happen here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So hence, that's probably why another reason why I am not dating, because you're going to date me. You're going to court me properly. I've never had that. So I'm not taking nothing less. Right. I'm not doing it.
So let me ask you, Dawn, what does that look like for you to be properly courted?
Well, first of all, you have to have your own stuff. And when I say stuff, I mean your own house.
That's real.
Your own car. You need to have a job. You need to be able to travel because you got some money in the bank. You need to not have any crazy relationships still attached to you that we out eating somewhere and some crazy person come running up on us and I'm like, what in the hell is going on? And then as far as the dating part about it, like, yeah, I want to be romanced. I want to be taken out. I want somebody to say, hey, we going to California and you ain't got to pay for nothing. It's all on me. I just need you to pack a bag. Or we going away for the weekend. We're going to go over to Canada and just go stay at the casino. And, we're going to go out to eat. And, maybe we go to the museum. Like, I'm simple. I'm not asking, like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be dated. Like, and it don't always have to be that person paying for stuff. But let me know that I can feel safe. Let me know that I don't have to feel like you're using me. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, that's a huge thing for me. I don't want to feel like I was used for many years. And I was a very nice, kind-hearted person. And I did it because, I always felt like, oh, they're going to get better. I'm going to help them get better. Oh, they're so nice. But then you got 50 million red flags. And now if I see an orange flag, I'm out. So, but that's how it would look for me. But I truthfully can't say that as of yet, anybody has came in my preview that, they start out wrong. You in my inbox talking about what you doing? Like what? Yeah. What do you mean? What am I doing? Because obviously, if you're in my inbox, you on my Facebook page, and you know that I work every day. So obviously, I'm like, I know that's not a huge thing, but this just irritating. Like, what? What are you doing? Why you ain't at work? Inboxing me at 10:30 in the morning, sir.
You like my best friend. She the same way. She like, I'm tired of these guys message me every morning. It's like a routine with them. What you doing? And then when I tell you what I'm doing, what you gonna do with that information? Like,
exactly. Now what? like now what? Or what are you doing? And then it's like, I'm working. Well, here's my phone number. Can you text me? No. Like what you need my phone number for? I don't know you. You're not about to be playing on my phone.
Right.
Look, my inbox is one thing.
I don't have no patience anymore, and I know that. But yes, I would like for somebody to court me. And I know in this day and age, people don't know what that is if you ain't a certain age, but I want to be dated. I want to be romanced. I want to be treated like the queen that I know that I am. And because I know that I'm a queen, nobody can take me off my throne.
That's right.
At one time, I didn't know that I was a queen. So you was able to do those things. But I know now. My eyes have been opened.
Right.
And so, yeah, that's that. So, all right. What are some pet peeves that you have for whatever reason? It can be about jobs, situations about your house. Like if somebody come to your house and do something, or if you out at the restaurant. Like I'm gonna say this, I love animals because I got a dog, but I can't stand going to the damn restaurant and somebody got their damn dog in there. I don't care if it's an emotional sport animal or not. You should have supported your butt at home.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around your dog while I'm eating at the restaurant. If I wanted to be around a dog, I could have stayed at my house. That's just one of my
I agree.
Things, what's your pet peeves?
Girl, which one? I have so many.
I can't stand liars. That's like my number one.
Oh yeah.
Especially the one with the white lies. It's the white lies that get me. Oh my gosh, why are you lying about stuff that don't even matter?
Or it's the habitual, or the ones that lie to cover up a lie to cover up another lie.
Yes.
The ones I can't stand, because you already done, like, now you're just digging yourself in a hole.
And that don't even just got to be for men. That's
ridiculous.
That could be for friends.
Yeah.
Who, instead of you just telling me the truth, you want to lie about something. Like if we friends, just say it.
It be the bold-faced lies. They're the ones that really get me. Bold-faced lies. Woo.
Like, what is going on here?
My favorite thing, because I like to remember what people say. So when you start lying, it's like, but didn't you say that you don't talk to her no more because of this and that? And oh no, I said I ain't talk to her sister no more. You don't even know her sister. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're trying to connect the dots and it don't make no sense. Like, oh my gosh, I hate that. I hate it so bad. Another pet peeve of mine is like, and it's like one of my biggest pet peeves. It's like when I'm looking for something and somebody either moved it, threw it away, or something, and it's not where I left it and didn't say nothing. So that means I could have looked in this spot until my face turned blue and I never would have found it. Like, why didn't you say something about that? Like, why didn't you say the milk was empty and you know I'm going to the stove? Like, it's just, it's just stuff like that. Like, why would you not? Or, like I said, if I'm looking for something and I'm like, I'm looking all over the house and somebody finally asked me, oh, what you looking for? Oh, I'm looking for this shirt. Oh, I actually threw that away. How you throwing my stuff away? And then they even say nothing. It's just I can't when I'm looking for something, and then it's like I'll be late looking for something, and whole time it's not even the house. Oh my goodness, I can't stand that. I can't stand it.
Well, I have a lot of pet peeves. Oh Lord, I got OCD, so I have a lot of pet peeves. A big one is a smacker, someone that smacks when they eat.
Ooh.
They're my best friend.
Oh,
That Renee, I hang up on my daughter all the time.
oh,
Cause she be smacking and I can hear her chewing.
oh, or popping gum. Oh, I cannot stand a popping of gum.
I think it's so weird and unnecessary. The whole
Gum,
pop
though.
gum thing.
Another
I do that
pet
pop, pop, pop,
peeve.
pop, pop, about 3-5 pops at a time. Yeah.
No,
Sorry.
I always wonder how y'all did that.
Lady Bird, do not bring no gum with you on our weekend, please, because I don't want to see Renee choking you.
child.
No, right?
Right. If I go out to eat, I am always inspecting the silverware. Sometimes I bring my own silverware because the thought of thousands of people putting that spoon or fork in their mouth just don't sit right with me.
That's valid.
Yeah, my daughter will ask for plastic silverware in a minute in the
Yeah.
restaurant. She'll be like,
Mhm.
and we've been places and they be like, "Oh, is it dirty? You want me to wash?" She's like, "No, you got plastic? I
Yeah.
don't like plastic."
Yeah. Or drinking out of the glass, I have to have a straw.
Oh, gotta have a
Yep.
straw.
When I go,
Yeah.
out, yeah. So I have, yeah. So
Gotta have
You
a
know, it's
straw.
a pet peeve of mine. If I say I'm about to go somewhere, right? And then you say, "Oh, can I ride with you?" Or, okay, wait, so it's two per se. I say I'm about to go somewhere, and you say, "Can I ride with you?" And say, for instance, I say I'm going to the store. Now, you know you ain't got no money.
Ooh.
You know you ain't got no money. And we get in this store, and now you're like, "Oh, man, I wish I had some money because I sure do need that." And now you looking at me, and I'm looking at you like, "Well, why don't you just buy it?" "Oh, I ain't got no money."
mm,
Especially if the person got a kid and they know they ain't had no money, and you know when a kid go in the store, they're gonna ask for stuff.
Right.
And you do some, "Oh, go ask Auntie Dawn." First of all, I'm not gonna never tell a kid no, but you knew you didn't
I'm
have
gonna tell
money.
every child no. No. I ain't scared to say no.
Me? Okay, I don't got it.
I ain't scared.
I don't got it.
No.
Or
no,
this is a big one
not
for me
today.
now. As a person with a car, and we know gas prices is through the roof.
mm.
If I've given you rides before, and here's my thing. You know gas high, and you don't live by me. And I've given you rides before. When do you think is the point that you would offer me gas fare? For me to probably 9 times out of 10 tell you no, I'm good, but never ever offer it.
Right.
Never ever offer it. But you
That
okay with asking for that ride, but never offer gas fare ever. That is a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
And I think I'm getting more stricter on certain stuff now as the older I get, because before I would just grumble about it in my head, but now I'm just like, no. Like with my son, I'm like, I need gas money in my hand right now.
Dude,
Right now.
Right to pull off.
You know, or he'll be like, I'm gonna bring the gas money to you when I drop the car off. And then maybe I'm on the phone or something, and I'll be like looking like, where the money at, and call him, where the money? Oh, you was on the phone. What that had to do with you dropping that money on the table? Me
Nothing.
being on the phone means nothing. Now, I'm not saying he does that a lot, because you know he gives me the gas money, but I'm just saying in general, like
Yeah.
that's a pet peeve of mine. Like I don't like that. And a pet peeve of mine is seeing somebody being mean to somebody. Like I do not like that. I do not like bullies.
Yeah.
I
Another
will
one
speak
of
up.
mine. Another one of mine is a person that always says the same thing over and over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
Every conversation, you got to say something. You have to keep saying the same thing over and over and over. Girl, you told me that 20 conversations ago 20 times. It's like that drives me insane. I'm like, oh, I gotta go.
I gotta
Or the
go.
person who always inserts themselves into, if you say, "Oh, girl, I sure don't feel good today. Like my head, girl, my head hurts too." Or, "Oh my God, girl, my dog's nail chipped. Oh God, girl, you know my dog had the same thing just happen." Like, girl, let me wallow in my whatever it is that I'm wallowing. You don't got to be going through nothing too. Like, goodness gracious. Or you can't never call that person and talk about an issue without them over talking you and taking over the conversation.
Yep, and telling you what they're going through. I have a friend like that, and it just drives me crazy.
Y'all made me think of two. Dawn made me think of the point when people wait to give you your money back. Like, if I gave it to you with no questions asked, and we talked about you returning it, why do I have to ask you when you finna give it to me? Like, clearly, there's not even a fact of, I'm giving it to you that day and I'm asking about it, or even, a day later or whatever. It's a week or, way past payday. Why do I have to ask where my money at? Why do I even have to inquire at all? That should have been just in there. I shouldn't, and then it give me anxiety because it's like, you just don't know what the hell that person gonna take that. You trying to rush? I'm waiting on it. People just be coming up with all type of stuff, and then and I'm just like, yo, I shouldn't even have to ask for my own money when I gave it to you with no issues. Like, it shouldn't even be a discussion. And then obviously there's the people who they get into an argument with you just so they don't gotta pay you back. Really? Like, that's what we doing? That's crazy.
They don't understand why you just tripping over this little short $50. You got
this
it.
Little $50.
It don't matter. It's my $50 that you didn't have that I let you borrow. Now I need my coins.
I don't care if it was $1. I will tell you, you don't need to pay me back. Don't think that you just not finna pay me back, or if it's taking weeks and months, I'm not gonna ask about it. Like, really?
Right.
Oh my goodness.
That is why I have a strict, I do not loan money under any circumstances, because money comes between friendships and family relationships. So I do not loan money. I don't care what the situation is. I don't borrow money, and I don't loan money. Other than my kids, other than my children, outside of my children, I do not loan money.
Another pet peeve of mine, and this is probably like my last, because I don't got too many things, But I'll be out with like some people, and I just hate when people be like, "Oh, you're so confident for wearing that. I wish I could be like you. I wish I could be," or like I'll be with someone who's smaller than me, and we'll go to the store together. I'll never forget. I went to the store with somebody, and I have my best friend, and I'm obviously bigger than her, and my friend is smaller than both of me and the girl that I was with, and she's just like, "Oh, I wish your friend can put on anything in the store. I wish that I could wear that." Da, da, da. And my thing is this, like, you're not doing nothing but messing your mental up. Either lose the weight or don't, shorty. But I can't be all the like, what is with the you throwing me all the way off, and then you saying I'm confident for wearing clothes. Like, I don't, like, what am I supposed to not wear them? Like, what am I supposed to not be comfortable in my skin? I get having insecurities and stuff and needing to work on that, but then you're putting it on other people and stuff, and it's just like throwing the vibe off. Like, we just trying to shop. I'm not. And then she like, "Oh, you could fit anything in the store." And mind you, me and her are close in size, so it's like, I'm shopping. Why are you even referring to my friend's body? Like, there's clothes for us. I know, because I'm in here buying them. So it's like, what are you even saying that for? Like, I can't deal with it. Like, work on your insecurities, y'all, because it be bleeding out and it be messing up the vibes. Like, and I don't want to be the big girl poster child for big girls either. I mean, body positivity and everything, I'm cool with it. And I always tell my friends, like, love your body. And if you don't like something about it, then work on it and fix it. That's all you can do, because you're just going to wake up hating your body every morning anyway. So, I mean, if that's how you feel, change it. Nobody can change it for you, unless you got the money and let that doctor snip you up. Then you feel me? But other than that, can't nobody change that for you. So you're just going to be miserable. And you can't be miserable around me talking about that.
Or no. Like you said, who say stuff like that. Or again, I think this falls under the bully thing. Like, it just makes me so mad when people try to pick a person apart, right? Like, they zone in on that one insecurity that they know that person got, and they constantly just pick at it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I now know that it ain't got nothing to do with that other person. It's about something with them that they trying to divert whatever they don't like about their self or whatever they're doing. They trying to make sure that the attention is on everybody else but them. And so when I've had a person call me fat, I'm like, okay, and you said that, and then now what? You ain't said nothing that I don't know.
Right.
You said that, and now what we gonna do?
Look, fat but never ugly. Oh, okay.
Listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the reason that you said that? Like, what is it that you don't want me to see in you, or that person is standing next to me that I'm with, right? Or you know how you be with somebody, like you said, in a group of friends. There's always that one friend that try to keep the drama going, trying to keep everybody at each other because they don't want nobody really to zoom in and focus in on them. Like, I can't. I don't like that. Like, I just, you know, like I've learned over the years too that less is better. And I mean, like, friend wise, like it's okay to have associates, but friend wise, like, you know, less is better a lot of times, because when it's too many people, it's always going to be that one person that's trying to stir the pot. And if things are flowing real good, that one person always want to try to come in and cause chaos. And now everybody, like, that's a pet peeve of mine too. Like, yo, I can't stand to be around somebody that always want to be in drama. Like, I'm too old for that. I don't
like
Glorilla
said, my circle's small. We can all fit in one hula hoop. And I meant that because I don't need to have a bunch of people running around with all this extra stuff. You do too many personalities, too many things. I'm a social person. I flirt, you know, I like to talk to people. I do my little one too. But as far as getting close to me and part of my personal circle, oh no, baby. You gotta do an application. You gotta talk to God. You gotta, you gotta go through my manager and all that. You know, you can't get to me that easy now.
You better say it.
Yeah, but that's me, man.
What was our other topic? Worst job.
What's the worst job you ever had?
I don't know. Oh, I think
I know the worst job I ever had is when I worked at Niagara Chocolate. Ugh.
What's that?
It was a place that made chocolate, right? And that sounds like, ooh, it makes no.
Right. Chocolate is yummy.
First of all, one of the reasons it was the worst job I ever had is because you stood for 12 hours a day on a cement floor. And this particular job, it was women in there that had this job forever. Older white women who had this job forever, and they thought they knew everything, and they had their position in line, and they wasn't gonna move, and all they did was sit around all day and talk about people. But it was the standing on my feet on concrete ground for 12 hours, smelling that chocolate, which it don't always smell that good when it's pouring out. Like after a while, that don't smell good no more. It don't smell good no more. I hated that job. Oh my God, I hated that job so bad. I was so happy when I was able to start. I only was there for a couple of weeks, but that was the worst job I ever had. When I tell you in pain, my feet used to hurt so bad at the end of that day. I used to be like, oh my God, I'm gonna die working this job.
Back hurt, feet hurt, body hurt.
Tummy hurt because I was smelling that chocolate.
She said, I'm smelling it now.
Right. Listen. Now she had flashback. You saw it.
Worst job.
I don't think I ever had. I'm thinking about all the jobs I ever had.
Best job. We said best job too.
Oh yeah, or best job.
Let me see. Best job. I mean, they kind of all just in the middle. They just like,
said a job, man.
Right. I think I had a fun job. I'm not gonna say it was the best, but my very first job was like probably the funnest job I ever had, because I'm in the mall doing surveys where I just walk and be like, hey, you want to do a survey? I'll give you $10. And we had it because we did like focus group surveys. So we was giving money to do surveys, and you got commission if you got people to come and do the survey. So I'd be like, look, Just come get this
Come get this money.
$5-10. It's only gonna take about a couple minutes, and you can go about your day. And them people used like, that's it. Yeah, come on. And so they used to come do the little survey. And this was and how I because one of the videos we had them watch, I think that it was like a $15 or $20 survey. They had to watch the trailer for that movie Pootie Tang. That's when that movie Pootie Tang came out.
Oh,
and they had to watch that. And that's when I first saw it. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, but people was enjoying it and they would come get their little money and go. And I felt like that was fun for me, other than like, having my own business. I like having my own business. I ain't got no boss. I tell myself what to do. If I want to work, I work. If I don't want to work, I ain't gotta work. So I think that's probably the most rewarding part of having a job that you the boss. So I guess I could look at that as a good thing too.
Yeah, I haven't had any jobs that I didn't like. I haven't worked a whole lot of jobs because most of my life, adult life, I've been a business owner, which, like, Lady Bear said, is the most rewarding. It takes a lot out of you. It, cost me my health, but for the most part, it was very fulfilling. So I say being a business owner was everything, but then again, it can be, it has its challenges as well.
Yeah.
I think one of the worst jobs I had was when I had to work at McDonald's during COVID time.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
I got COVID from in there and everything. Because, at the time, in the city, everybody was like going they was talking about on the news, everybody, because it was during the summertime and stuff. They was on the news talking about, oh, no more kickbacks. It was like this huge thing in Chicago. No more kickbacks, no going out, this and that. Like, y'all need to stop with the big groups and stuff and gatherings and all that. And I went out for Halloween. So, no, I went out. Me and my little crew got dressed and went out. So I had originally thought I had got COVID from there, but all my friends and people at the party, they was like, "Nah, we good or whatever." And I'm like, "What could it be?" While I'm at McDonald's before I had went out, and people getting calls on the phone. Oh my gosh, my sister got tested for positive for COVID. Oh my gosh, my uncle got, and I was just there over the. I'm like, these motherfuckers gave me COVID. Like, that's crazy. Like, yeah. So no, and I always told myself I never want to. I hate McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's. Support McDonald's. I don't do nothing with McDonald's. So to have to work there. Oh my goodness, it was just, and that was before I had got into healthcare and stuff. So it was just like, and then it was like a Hispanic. It was like a bunch of all the leads and stuff were like Hispanic, and they'd be speaking in Spanish on the thing. And I'm just like, what are they saying? What is somebody turned to me and said, well, if they're speaking in Spanish, they must not be talking to you. Dang, I can't know what y'all talking about. Like, what's it about me? Like, what? Like, so no,
my ignorant ass would have been like, we in America, speak English.
You heard them? Yes, basically. And I'm like, oh no, the only
no, don't do that.
The only pro was that I could walk there. It was that close. It was right there in the neighborhood type thing. And I was walking there, and that was the only pro. And then after that, I hurried. I think that's when I started getting into healthcare jobs after that. And healthcare is a whole different. I had all different type of healthcare jobs. So I've had great healthcare jobs. I've had bad ones. I've had sad ones. So when it comes to healthcare, there's levels to that, But I would say I had a healthcare job that was the best and the worst because it ended bad, but it started out really well. I knew my clients really well. I worked there for a while and we was locked in. It's just the management part of when management and your team and stuff not right. It don't matter how much you love your job. Oh my goodness. And I learned that, like, it don't matter how much, and they don't care how much you love your job. They'll let you go in a heartbeat. That's another thing I learned. They don't care what you've been through. I done got attacked multiple times at that job by my clients and stuff, and it just made me realize, like, dang, like, this is what type of work I'm in, when you're dealing with people who have behaviors and stuff, aggressive behaviors and stuff. This what they don't care that you're a woman or nothing, like they just attack you or whatever the case. So I'm like, dang, it was a lot of things I had to come and understand about healthcare just through that job. And it taught me a lot. It was hard to, like, to not be a part of it anymore, but it was like necessary because it was weighing on me and I had no idea. I had no idea it was eating me up until I didn't have it no more. So, yep. Move with
Yeah.
caution when it comes to these healthcare jobs now. You know, I do what works for me.
I don't know how you did
Yeah,
McDonald's because that's the one place I said if I ever had to choose a fast food restaurant, that's the one I couldn't do it.
Mm-mm.
They got
I
too
worked
much
at
stuff- they got
McDonald's
too much stuff on
before.
the
I
menu.
worked at Burger King before. I worked at 2 grocery stores before, and I worked at a Kmart Hills type of thing. But yeah, them fast food places ain't no joke. And healthcare, Sonny, you know, when I used to be a nurse's aide, to me, like they'll throw you away like a used
Yeah.
diaper. They don't care.
Yeah.
They tend to believe families over the worker, even if you're the best worker in the world. And that's where I learned that union means nothing.
Right.
Union means nothing when they say, "Oh, we're gonna fight for you if something happened." No, they take your money and that's it and that's all. Because when time comes and something happens and they go to terminate you, and even if it's a unlawful termination, they ain't really fighting for you. And once you out of there, the conversation and the communication starts dying away slowly but surely. When they supposed to be fighting for you, then all of a sudden you don't hear from nobody. But I feel like I've always worked, right, since the age of 15. I've always had some type of job. But I never stayed at a job long. And the longest job I ever stayed at was the job I had before this one. And I could truthfully say that was my career job. I loved that job. And I didn't leave because I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I left because it was just working from home was better, you know, and I love the job that I got now too. It's almost the same sort of thing. But that was the longest job I ever held, 10 years.
Oh,
I had never been in a position that long. I was at that job 10 years. And I left only because, you know, it was time to move on. I needed to work from home to help out my kids. And it was kind of time for a change because when you got people constantly throwing their problems on you every day, all day, and it's hard to not take this work home with you. And because you have a true caring heart, you're going to always feel that stuff. I knew I still wanted to be in that space, but not that way in order to help me decompress. Cause you know, that's weighs on you a lot, but yeah, that was but I love the work that I do now too. And I love my job, but yeah, I ain't never had a job longer than that. The 10 years, I was like, oh my God,
Right.
job, like, well, Jesus. Okay.
That made me think. I don't even think I had a job that long. I think I worked when I was doing the jury stuff. I think I did that. That's the longest I've done anything that was business or work wise that long. Jobs that I worked for other people, I wouldn't. I think the most I worked for somebody else was maybe like 2 years. But other than that, the longest I did something consistent was when I worked for myself, and that's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah. 10 years.
Yep, about 2 years for me. That's probably the longest I've at some point, because my very first job was at a restaurant, which closed down actually and was put something else. But I think it was called Lone Star. I think that's what it was called. But that also makes me feel like that's what that. Oh no, that's All Star in the cars. I think it's All Star. Anyway, oh no, that's On Star.
One star.
Yes, I'm like, wait, what? No, it was a restaurant. I think it was called Lone Star, and it was a steakhouse. So I mean, hey, that was my first job. I think I was still in high school. Me and my high school friend had got a job there together. Her name was Alyssa. And we had started working there and we was hostess. It was really fun. We got food at the end of the night. We got the rolls, you know, like it was really fun, but I will never work in like food industry ever again. I'm cool. Like I'm cool off that. No. I would rather just you serve me. Okay. Like some people was made for that, but it's not me. So, but it was a fun first job though, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who said they wanted to look at a naked man with a shirt off?
Me.
Well,
That would be me.
Look at a man with his shirt off.
That would be me.
Oh Lord,
I am not a stain.
He hurry up and put that hand up. I can't.
I am not
I always
ashamed.
want to look at somebody with their shirt off.
Look, I'm trying to
Hey.
see who we looking at. Hold on, because y'all know I wasn't here on
I gotta
Monday.
get my thrill somehow.
Ooh.
Oh, she don't even know who we was looking at.
No.
See,
What?
Hold on.
Sunny do no.
baby.
Okay.
Mm.
Let me
Girl.
Blind
I
react, y'all.
found.
Blind react.
Let me see what I found for old Donnie Dawn. Let me see. Let me see.
Girl.
And I'm trying to remember what movie this is from. I think this is the one where he was on a swim team. I think it was Pride.
Get a
It
speedo.
was Did she just grasp?
Oh yeah. I almost
Look
choked
at
on my.
Dawn's face.
Almost choked on my drink,
Look
y'all.
at Dawn's face, child.
Nah, that's a smooth man.
Ooh.
See, that's what I be liking. I don't like all that hair.
All
you know,
I
some
hear,
niggas-
listen, all I hear in my
some
ear
niggas
is
having,
whoop that
having
trick.
little hair
Whoop
everywhere.
that trick.
You stupid.
What
Woo.
Dawn say?
All
said,
I
oh,
hear
she-
in my ear is whoop that trick. Whoop
Girl,
that trick.
listen. Why was I watching that?
Lucius.
I told you I was gonna watch it yesterday, and I sure did. I was
Mm.
watching it
I
yesterday.
gotta put me first, Lucius. I
I made
gotta
a
put me
post.
first.
I made a post and said, "Whoop that trick, get him." I was in there like, "Yeah, whoop that trick."
Ain't
yeah.
nothing wrong with him at all. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with him at all.
He is very handsome, especially in this.
He is sexy as double hockey
Wow.
sticks.
Yes, child.
Mm.
And I was trying to
His
look. I was
face.
trying to remember.
Mm-mm-mm.
Remember, I was trying to remember what his first movie was. I'm trying to see. Let me see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um.
Mm-mm-mm. Hey,
Oh yeah,
sweetie.
he was his first. So his first movie was Who's the Man? And then remember he was in Dead Presidents.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in Dead Presidents. He was in he was in Players Club. He was in
Yep.
Players Club.
Yeah, he was. Wasn't he the he was one of the security, or was
I
he?
can't remember what he did in Players Club.
Or he came in with what's his name when he came in with the entourage.
Oh, maybe I don't remember.
Yeah, but
I know he was in The
Players
Best
Club.
Man. He was
Oh,
in
yeah.
Big Mama House. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's see. He was in Glitter.
Everything that
What was he?
He was in Love Chronicles. Do y'all remember that movie Love Chronicles with
Why I feel like I've seen that?
with Lisa Ray, Robin Givens? It was like where it had like 4 or 5 little short stories in the movie.
Mm.
No, I don't think I've seen that.
It's kind of like a funny. Yeah, he was. Remember
But
I
I'm
said
sure-
I think he was in Crash.
I'm sure he was fine in that too.
He was, child. And I remember I
Now
said
that we can guarantee.
he was in that movie Crash, and then he was in Ray. He was in Hustle and Flow. Oh, Four Brothers. Yeah, he was that cop in Four Brothers.
Yeah.
And Idlewild. Remember that movie with Outkast?
Is that a cowboy movie?
3000 the one Andre 3000 was in Idlewild. He was in, yeah. You know, he be an Iron Man movie.
And
So
now
yeah,
he's just
and he getting ready to be in a new movie coming up called The Movers. I don't know when that's coming out, but I see that.
Well, I'll be going to
He's
see
done
it
a lot of stuff.
Definitely going to see.
And remember, he played one of the Jacksons in the Jackson in American Dream. I forgot which Jackson he played.
Yes.
Remember, he played one of the brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's when people found out that he actually knows how to sing and play instruments.
Did he play Jermaine?
I feel like he played.
I can see him as Jermaine. I can see him.
Yeah, I
Jermaine.
feel like he played. Let me see who he played in that movie.
I can see him.
No, he played Jackie.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he played Jackie. But yeah, I remember. I remember when because that's when I didn't know he could sing, and then he started singing and stuff. Cause remember he played the guitar and stuff in the was it in the Best Man? No,
He
what was
did,
the
yeah.
other Love Jones?
Mm.
Or was it Love
No, I
Jones?
feel like he was playing it in Best Man too.
No, it
I thought
was
he plays the best man.
because he wasn't in Love Jones. It was in the Best Man when they was in the bar and he was playing the guitar and he took it and put it behind his head. I was like, oh look at him.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think it was the Best Man.
Look at him
Yeah.
picking me up and putting behind his head. I mean, that guitar behind his head.
Right. Now,
Ah,
yeah.
Oh, well, thank you for gracing us with your beauty, sir.
yeah, I need to thank his
Good.
Yeah,
parents.
I had to find one. Now he did have some other ones with his
Mm.
shirt off, but they was like the non-fit ones. You know, he was just looking like a regular man.
Mm.
He was.
could-
He
well,
wasn't all
listen.
buff. I was like,
Either
nah,
way
I
it go, he's
want
still fine.
to- he is,
Yeah.
Yes, he
even with
is.
his little extra weight on him. Cause what's that show he did on Empire? Remember on
Yeah.
Empire? He was even looking good on Empire. Shoot.
He was looking
Oh,
super fine on
absolutely he
Empire.
was.
He had
Mhm.
Cookie. He had Cookie in the chokehold, child.
Man, and I don't blame her.
Hmm.
Yep.
Oh, y'all. My goodness.
Goodness. Was that all the topics we had for tonight?
That was all the topics.
We got one
tonight.
more. We got one more.
Oh,
the
we got one
birthday.
more. What else we got?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
best and worst birthday that you had.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Yes.
You go first, Sonny, because that was your topic. You go first.
Yes. So as y'all may know, my birthday's coming up. It is on Monday. So I will be turning 26. And best and worst birthday. So okay, actually, I was just talking about this. I was just talking about this with a friend. I was just talking about this with my mom and my friend because so I'm throwing a party or whatever, right? For my birthday this year. Because I didn't get to travel like I wanted to. I usually would try to travel or something like that. But so I'll say my worst experience of my birthday was it's like two of them, but I'm gonna tell y'all the one I was just thinking about. So I tried to throw a party in like what it had to be like middle school. It had to be like maybe middle school, maybe freshman year, like 8th grade, 7th grade, something freshman year, something in that range, right? Try to throw a party. My mom's like all excited. She get everything, all the drinks, all of this. I done begged my mom to have the party. First of all, let's start there. She finally was like, okay, yeah, like you could do it, like but you can't do this and that. I'm still young, so she putting all these stipulations. Okay, cool, no, it's fine. Like as long as you get to let us do this and that. I'm working out the kinks and stuff. I'm like negotiation and all that. We get through that. She buy all the stuff. She get everything. And and like I tell people when the party is and everything. How do y'all know that nobody came to my birthday party? Not one person.
Sonny.
Ooh.
Oh.
I know, right? So I was telling my friend, I was like, so ever since then, I've never said I said I was never gonna throw a birthday party again. I was never gonna do nothing for my birthday. I was never inviting nobody to do nothing. I was always just gonna do stuff by myself. I was gonna travel by myself. I mean, I'll take people or people come if they want to come, but I'm not gonna be pressed up on trying to, who gonna come with me to do just because of that, right? And do y'all know it was this boy in the neighborhood, right? And he was like, yeah, I don't know. We was talking one day. He was like, yeah, I walked by your house that day. You're supposed to have your birthday party. I was like, oh. He's like, yeah, I looked in there. There's nobody in there, so I just kept walking. Sir, I could have went my whole life without you saying that, bro. Like,
Wow.
why did you tell me that? Now I'm thinking how many people looked in my crib and just kept walking. Like, oh my gosh. So
Wow.
yes, this is a big deal. I mean, not that big of a deal, but it's just, from swearing off throwing parties to being 26. And I'm like, I'm going to try it. I know that I have, legit friends and people that care and love about me and want to celebrate me. So I'm like, yeah, let me just throw a little party. We're doing a PJN game night. But yeah, y'all, that was probably my worst. I was so upset. My mom was like, I felt so bad. And we had the table full of drinks and food. And do you know we was drinking off them drinks for like weeks? Cause it was like so many like little drinks and stuff, y'all. Yeah. So that was my worst. But to flip the script, I did have great birthdays after that. I've been traveling ever since. I went to Memphis Tennessee for the first time to see my best friend for my birthday in 2025. And I was in, I think, oh no, I wasn't in Canada at the time, but I've just been traveling a lot for my birthday and just doing anything that I want to do and not being caught up on the next person. So I haven't been disappointed since then. Well, I did get disappointed one time with my dad, but he tried to ruin it. It almost got ruined because I was supposed to go to Vegas and he was there and things like that. And it wasn't working. It was like a day before I was supposed to leave for my trip and stuff. And I had gotten into it with my best friends. I was getting into it with my dad. I was like, I'm not going on this trip no more. But I still had a good birthday. But yeah, y'all, that's me. They did your girl wrong. They did your girl wrong.
I don't know if I so much had a worse birthday, because ever since like I've, been able to do for myself, really well do for myself, I've always decided that I was going to travel for my birthdays, right? Like, so every year I'm out of town somewhere. But a couple birthdays that I was home, and I think this happens to a lot of people, like your mother did. You put all of this stuff into having a party for yourself, and you will have people show up, and not one person can bring you a 50-cent fucking card.
Mhm.
They show up, drink up all the liquor, eat up all the food, tear your house up. And not one person thought it, like to bring you a 50-cent card. And I don't understand that. Like, I was never taught this, but common sense told me I don't never show up at nobody's party without a card and at least $5 or $10, if that's the least, I got to pin on their shirt. I'm not going nowhere empty-handed. And if I can't, guess what? I'm not going.
Right.
I'm just not going to go. They're going to have to understand it or not. That's my own set of morals for myself. But that's been the worst for me, like having little get-togethers and like not even one person who, especially the majority of the people that come is people that I deal with, right? And I know I've done for them and they didn't do. Now, not saying that on birthdays I haven't had people in the last couple of years like bring me a gift and stuff. It's been different, but I'm saying the times that I caught myself throwing little get-togethers, right? So that's the worst for me. But that's why, Sonny, I haven't thrown a big, huge birthday party, because for my 50th, I was going to throw a huge party. And two of my closest friends was like, who you throwing a party for, you or them? And I'm like, it's for me. They was like, so why you going to spend almost probably knowing you up to $1,000 to get a hall, to have somebody decorating, to buy all this stuff for people to come and nobody to even bring a card? Like, not, we don't know, maybe people will, but just saying, who are you throwing this party for, you or them? And I'm like, it's for me. Well, then do something for you. And I was in Jamaica getting my body rubbed down by the Jamaicans.
There you go.
Now that's money well spent, honey.
Okay.
My worst birthday was March 16, 2018. That was my 53rd birthday, and that was the day my mother passed away. So that was, I don't think a birthday could get worse than that.
Yeah.
But other than that, every birthday has been great.
Amazing. So what's your favorite birthday?
They've all been favorite other than that one. Yeah.
True.
So
What about
I
you,
think
Edgar?
for me, my worst. Okay, mine is probably, I probably got one like Sunny. Like when I turned, did I have kids then? I think I had already had my oldest daughter, but I don't remember how old I was. But I know everybody kept saying they was like, you all have a birthday party, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's saying I should do this party. Everybody, yeah, we want to go to a party, because my birthday is in April. And everybody else's birthday is like the end of the year, nowhere near my birthday. So it's like, we ain't got nothing to do. So let's do a party around your birthday. And so I'm like, and then here I am like Dawn. I done paid for the rent, the space where we're going to be at. I got the DJ, food, all this stuff. And people, like the people who I expected to show up, didn't show up. Like I did have, my cousins and things like that showed up, but they gonna show up. It's
Right.
the ones that, the ones who kept saying, "Oh, you should do this." I'm like, y'all ain't show up, and it was just it didn't feel festive. It didn't feel like I was really celebrating. It was like I was more so. I kept checking the door. Oh, is this person coming? Because they telling you all the way up until that day. Oh yeah, I can't wait to party. This and this and this, and then it's like, dang, you ain't even here. Stuff like that. So that was probably the worst. And then the best birthday, I would say, probably when I turned 30, because baby, I turned the hell up in that club. I ain't even gonna hold
30,
it.
30, yeah.
When I turned 30, let me tell you, I had just moved back to Jacksonville because but right before I turned 30, I was in Orlando and I had moved back, and all my friends was like, you back. We need to celebrate. We need to do this. So I was like, man, I'm going out. Y'all coming? I already had not called the guy that I know at the radio station. Like, listen, we coming. I need the VIP. I need all that. So we had VIP. We ain't had, like, we skipped the line. Everybody was looking like, well, who is they? Why they get to go in? Don't worry about that. But we went in. And, you know what I'm saying? I had this blown with my cleavage all out. Had my back out. I was like, yes. Had my hair up. Child, I was dancing with any and everybody. So it was just fun. Like I don't even remember how I got home, honey.
See, that's how it's supposed to be.
That's a good
I'm already be home.
I know what happened after I got home, but that's none of your business. But I know. But I do know.
After hours. For real. I can down with y'all.
But it was, that was like probably my favorite birthday. Like I had crab legs, I had everything I wanted. I had
crab legs. That just took it over the top. That's real.
Yeah.
That just took it all the way over. I'm such a queen when it comes to my birthday. Like I just need, if you can't give me what I need, I don't even want to talk. Like I don't even got nothing to say to you. You better hope you the right dude at the right time with the right dime, cause I'm not playing around. I need what I need. I need what I want.
Now I gotta adjust because now I'm with somebody who doesn't really celebrate holidays and birthdays and things like that. So I already know I don't expect him to, if he do something, he probably, like, he came in today and he was like, "Oh, I got you something." To me, it's almost April, so to me in my head, this is for my birthday. Because I already know I probably won't get nothing on my birthday, but like little stuff like that, but so I gotta adjust to knowing, okay, at least I know my partner, because that's his preference. He not gonna give me something. But listen, my mama, my dad, and my brother, whoever else, I already know it's coming, so I'm be ready. Yeah. So hey. But I'm
glad y'all said that too, though, about the gifts and stuff, because I'm sure, like, listen, because I'm not one for, you gotta, but like my mom told me, she's like, yeah, because people will just come over and drink all your stuff and eat all the food and say thank you and leave. And I'm like, dang, me personally, like, the only time I haven't got somebody a gift if I really, really didn't have it, but to that person, it was more about that showing up. They would have been like, people done canceled on this person and stuff like that. So to them, it was more like showing up was the most important part for them. But it made me even feel like, because me, like Dawn said, she just won't go. You know what I mean? Like, because it make you feel off, because yourself. That's what you prefer to do. I went to somebody's birthday who cousin it was. I didn't even know the person. And I don't know her from nothing. Couldn't even tell her in the lineup or nothing. And I just got something, basic stuff, because just little cute stuff, little stuff that I know that I like maybe. And she a girl, so I'm assuming she might like, nothing too crazy, nothing too expensive. Just, it's the thought, it's not even about really what the gift is. It's just like, I'm not the type of person that I'm gonna go over this person's house and eat up all their stuff and drink all their drinks and then not do nothing for them. That's me. And I'm hoping that's the type of people that, I got in my life too. Like, they kind of on the same tip. We're gonna see on my birthday, and I'm gonna let y'all know.
It's sad that sometimes you have to tell people, like, listen, do not come here without, or be like, I'm only accepting cash gifts. Don't bring me the candle that somebody gifted you 5 years ago and you never used it, now you giving it to me, because you know people do that.
Yeah.
I'm only accepting cash gifts, and please, I'm accepting, again, I'm going to say, cash gifts. It is sad that you have to be like that, but unfortunately,
you got to.
Or you know, just if you just want to have your friends around you on your holiday and you're not expecting nothing, maybe that's what you're expecting. But I'm at a point in my life now where if I'm gonna spend money, I'm gonna go spend money on myself.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have a good
time.
time.
It made me think about something too. Not necessarily a birthday or a party, but baby shower. So with my oldest daughter, I had a baby shower. And honestly, really only maybe like less than 5 people showed up. Like with my 22-year-old, right? And then
get out of my bed. Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, I've been over here fussing at this dog, so I get but and then with the twins, because I had the twins so early, I had them like almost 4 months early. So I wasn't nowhere near a baby shower. We hadn't even planned anything. So when I had the twins, my neighbor, the same one who actually did my oldest daughter baby shower, she was like, let's do one, even though you done had them and they're in the hospital or whatever. Let's still do something. Again, nobody showed up.
What?
Yes. And so when I had my youngest daughter, I was like, man, I'm not doing a baby. Like I was like, I'm not doing no baby shower, because every time I do one, nobody show up or a handful of people and that be it. So her godmom was like, don't worry about who come and who don't. We gonna do whatever we gonna do. She found a place to rent for the baby shower, which it wasn't a big place. And you know, and then I had people like I always have. They were like, oh yeah, I want to come, see me an invitation. Like I literally personalized invitations, mailed them out, all that, everything. And guess other than me, my husband at the time, the godmama, my only person showed up was my cousin and her daughter.
Oh.
And we had food, we had cake, like we had all the little stuff. And guess what? My daughter godmom was like, you know what? It don't matter. We here, we gonna play these games, we gonna act like it's a whole bunch of people here. But I boohoo cried that time. I was like, man, you know what? And I think that's what makes me okay, because people always ask me, especially now that I'm in Ohio, they like, you don't miss being with your family and you don't miss like being. No, I don't miss none of that shit. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they wasn't there.
When people have events or do certain things, they ain't calling me. They ain't reminding me. Typically I find out after the fact on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I just be like, whatever. The only people I care about is my parents and my brother, and maybe the less than 5 people that's in my close little hula hoop circle. That's it. You know, it don't bother me to be that far because of things like that. When you know, you do have to kind of cut people off when they do stuff like that, because it's like, if you could call me and I show up every single time, but when I call you and you can't show up, you showing me who you really are to me. And I had to learn to take that and say, you know what? I wash my hands of a lot of people. I used to have one friend, because I'm so computer savvy, she would call me to do something on the computer for her every year. The only other time she would call me is if she called me to tell me somebody's business. Now I'm gonna listen because I'm nosy as hell, but I'm gonna listen to what you telling me. But you, other than that, you calling me when you want me to do something for you. But if I call you, well, I don't think I can, or you know, it's always an excuse. So I just stopped answering the phone. I did. As much as I wanted to know the nosiness and hear the news and the juice, I just stopped answering the phone. And once I did that, you know, you realize like, okay, hey, it is what it is.
You're not really missing nothing here.
No, and then the people that one thing I tell people, pay attention to who you initiate conversations with. If you're always the one making a phone call or making a trip, look at that, because I say stop calling for a month and see if they call. They probably not going to call. Never. That's a person that ain't putting you on the priority like you putting them on the priority list.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I'm done. Anything else y'all want to add tonight?
Great show.
Great show. I think we
I
had
know
great
the devil tried to stop us.
And then my
Did.
dog jumped in my bed. I better hope y'all don't see me on Crime Stoppers 911 because I'm about to tear it up. She know not to be on
Dog.
my bed.
Animal cruelty, dog.
Oh, not the
I
dog.
don't care. She just shook
No,
her
not
hair
the
in my
dog.
daggone bed.
Oh no.
Peter, she
know
ain't mean
better.
it, Peter. She ain't mean it.
Peter.
Beat us, Sheila.
Yes, y'all. We had a good show. This is fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
This is
so
fun. I'm gonna
next
miss
we
y'all
got,
on Monday.
We
Oh,
have
yeah,
one
happy
more week.
birthday, Sonny.
Yeah, Sunny.
Happy birthday.
Thank
And
you.
we got
y'all.
one more week of show until we have a week break. So next
Okay.
week, what's next week? Next week is the first week of April. So that's gonna be our relationship. Oh Lord, this dog ain't gonna let me finish. Carly, Michelle, go on for me. We next week is relationship and dating topics. So we're gonna have some topics on that. And then we're taking a break. I'm going on trip. I don't know what they gonna be doing, but I'm gonna be on the beach with my feet. I'm gonna be getting tan. When I come back and I be tan, I don't want to hear nothing. Okay.
I'm be like, who that? Who is that I see over there? I said the darker the berry, the sweeter the what?
Yes, the juice, baby. I got Carly over here just barking. I'm gonna take Carly and leave her out there in the middle of the Atlantic. How about that?
See if they bark then.
She only barking because Michelle's standing right on the side of me.
All right, we glad.
All right,
that
let
you
me
all
go
was
feed
able
these
to
people in
join
this
us
house. 'Cause they
tonight.
hungry.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Let's see if we're gonna
I'm gonna kill this damn dog.